Tuesday night baseball now from Yankee Stadium here in the Bronx. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the New York Yankees. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. CC Sabathia, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, you take a look at that whip. It's under 1-2, which tells me he's been pretty darn effective all year long. We'll see how he does in this one.
Troy Tulowitzki heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Shortstop, number 2.
First of 3 is underway on this Tuesday night as the opening pitch is taken for ball 1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, EK, they're coming off a loss.
It must come to an end. And that winning streak finally ended last time out. But I don't think that'll slow this bunch down at all. The way they're playing, they might just pick up right where they left off.
Sabathia into his motion, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Ready on 1 and 2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2 and 2. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1. With that, a look at John Gibbons' lineup for the visiting Blue Jays. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Yeah, Matt, I cannot wait to get a look at Josh Donaldson, the bringer of rain. He's one of the few elite players in the game today. He works as hard as anybody in practice, but he has a skill set that gets fans excited to come to the ballpark. But most importantly, he helps his team win ball games.
Kevin Pillar stands in as he looks at a called strike. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Yeah, guys, he's a very solid umpire. Well respected for the strike zone he calls and the consistency he brings to the job.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he falls behind 0-2. Rounded down the third baseline. Throw on to Teixeira, 2 down. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, the center fielder in this one, as good as anybody out there in the field. Has a lot of speed, can cover a lot of ground, and most importantly, he's very reliable.
Josh Donaldson will stride in now. 2 for 5 in the series finale on Sunday. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Just getting started here in the Bronx. Hit out towards second. Throw on to Teixeira is going to be in time, and with it, the inning is over. So a perfect 1-2-3 first for the big fella, CC Sabathia. Blue Jays nothing, Yankees coming to bat. Major League Baseball on the show. Marco Estrada gets the starting assignment in this one for the Jays. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, something to watch for. He has not been effective this year on the road. In fact, much worse on the road than he has been at home. So we'll see what happens here in this one.
And there you see Jacoby Ellsbury as he'll lead things off here in the home half of the first.
The Yankees, center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. EK, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
And they've gotten that overall record back to 500 with their most recent win, but they've got a ways to go before they're back in this thing, so they'll need to keep it going right here.
And a swing and a miss there by Ellsbury as he's down 0-2 now. You figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think leads against a lineup like this. Once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And that misses 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Bat explodes as this is on the ground to third.
Well, you take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And he'll get to see another one. It'll be the 10th pitch of this at-bat. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Bautista is in his tracks now. 1 down. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, I think all opposing pitchers are going to have their hands full with Brett Gardner. He's been working on a 5-game hit streak, and I expect him to be aggressive at the plate as he looks to extend it to 6.
Brett Gardner will stand in, and as you can see, his home and road splits there. He's been a much better hitter away from home. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
And he misses with it. 1-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
That's right where he's going to need to be against this lineup. On the corners all night long.
chopped foul at the plate and will do it again. Ball 2.
This is another frustrating at-bat for him on the mound. I mean, he's burned through 15 pitches on just these last 2 hitters.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. And with that, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for the Blue Jays. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, Kevin Pillar out there in the outfield covers a ton of ground and can really go get him. What's even more exciting is to watch him dive for balls, really get some air. Man, can't wait to see him in this one.
Alex Rodriguez will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. Into the windup and the pitch. And this is taken for a strike by the 40-year-old veteran. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, and in a good hitter's park like this one, it's going to be even more important than usual to keep that fastball down. That's right where he's got to be living.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Mark Teixeira would be next if they can keep this inning alive. 2 out, nobody on. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Bautista looks up. Gone! A solo home run here for Alex Rodriguez. Number 11 for him on the season as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead. Alex Rodriguez tallies another home run in his historic career and takes another step toward immortality. That's career home run number 698.
And if you ask him to be totally honest, I'm sure he'd tell you that he'd never thought he'd get this close to a figure like 700 home runs. It's just not a number that you think about as you start your career, but you can be sure he's not thinking about much else right now.
Mark Teixeira will stand in now, happy that this series is at home, no doubt, as you see his splits right there. Year-old veteran, 0-1.
Oh, now there's a location you want right there. If that ball gets hit, you're just going to bang it into the ground all night long.
And there's ball 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a heck of an effort over there at first, but it'll be for naught as this is a foul ball. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Now a swing and a ground ball. Oh, look at Donaldson. He's up with it. The throw. Got him.
No way. That was awesome.
They call it the hot corner for a reason. And this is a beauty to take us to break. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Jose Bautista makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Sabathia's ready. First pitch on its way. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Ground ball right side. Teixeira's up with it. And he'll take this to the bag himself. And the leadoff man set down to start the second.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
Edwin Encarnacion will stand in now. And as you can easily tell from the splits, he's really struggled away from home. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike one. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. One out, nobody on.
That's a
3-1 now.
And they know full well the threat that this guy poses. So even down 3-1, I can't imagine he's going to get anything that he can drive right here.
High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Beltran. Still going back. Gone! So a solo home run for Edwin Encarnacion. 8th home run on the season for him, as the Blue Jays are even now at 1 run apiece.
Well, this is a slider on the outside part of the plate, but you see the action on it is coming back towards the strike zone. So he reaches out, he drives it the other way, and somehow manages to tuck it just inside that foul pole.
Batting sixth.
Standing in now, Chris Colabello.
Colabello.
As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball one. The batting average down in the low 210s. 4 home runs and a dozen RBIs. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient, because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Ripped down the first base line. And Teixeira steps on first himself to record the out.
Batting seventh, the catcher, number 55. Russell Martin.
Russell Martin will stand in here, 1 for 4 in Sunday's ball game. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's a swing and a miss by Martin as he falls behind now, 0-2.
Well, he's down 0-2 now, and he hasn't even seen the changeup yet. That could be the strikeout pitch of choice right here.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 2 out, nobody on. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
And this guy's not hitting over 300 by accident. He's got a very good knowledge of the strike zone, and he knows when to lay off.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. The Jays get a run on the Yankees. Carlos Beltran will stride in. He was 1 for 3 in the ballgame back on Sunday.
Right fielder, Carlos Beltran.
First offering on its way. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Swing and a little tapper. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Wow, showing some sweet athleticism right there, getting off the mound. This is not an easy play, but he gets to it quickly, and then he makes a good, strong throw for the out.
Brian McCann will stand in, hoping to perhaps pick up a base hit so we can climb over that Mendoza line.
Oh, I'll tell you, no hitter wants to go through a streak like this. Already the numbers don't look very good, and now he's hitless in his last 10.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind, 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Yeah, a nice job behind the plate. He wants it low, so he's got a good idea that this ball might be in the dirt, so he's able to smother it and then make the strong throw to first.
Stepping in now, Greg Bird. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He'll enter play with that batting average still shy of the 220 mark. 4 home runs, 9 driven in. The windup and the 0-1. Hot shot on the ground is short, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
And you check this out. This is on the inside part of the plate, but he still is able to take it to the opposite field. I'll tell you, that is bat control at its finest right there.
Here's Starlin Castro as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Sent on the ground out to second. Travis fields it cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Devin Travis digs in for the first time now and looking to break out of this little 6-game dry spell at the plate.
Devin Travis.
Squared that one up just a little late. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Sabathia sets his sights. He'll try to put him away here on 2-2. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second with a punch out, 1 away.
Well, there's no question that the sinker away has always been this guy's bread and butter pitch. You can see where it is on show track, and you're just not going to get a better location than that pitch with 2 strikes.
Dominic Brown will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's in there for strike 1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
1 out, nobody on. Grounded back up the middle.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
Troy Tulowitzki will get his second shot at it now. He was called out on strikes to open up the ball game.
And remember, they got him on a fastball, so I got to figure they're going to attack him the exact same way.
Line drive to left. In there, a base hit. And he is in there.
Center fielder, number 11.
Well, this ball's hit pretty well, but this is a nice play out there to play the carom off the wall and then get the ball in quickly, and that's going to hold his man to just a single. That's a nice play.
Into the box, Kevin Pillar. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
The 1-0 delivery. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Oh, this is hit hard towards second. And that's through, a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Josh Donaldson stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Well, you know, 3 straight hits are bad enough, but now he's making things even worse by falling behind the next guy.
Drilled on the ground to short, and that's in there at the plate.
Boy, it's only the 3rd inning here, and he's already given up more hits so far than he did in his entire start last time out. He hasn't been able to reproduce what he had going on last time, at least not to this point.
Settling in now, Jose Bautista. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Well, I think it was a sinker that he rolled over last time up, and he's probably going to see that same pitch again. You got to wait for a mistake up in the zone against a guy like this.
Yeah. Sabathia really putting all of his body behind that fastball. It's strike one. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a line drive, but this will be a foul ball. Now look out as this is whistled foul off to the right side. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
And when you're trying to think down in the zone, that's a pitch you're just not prepared to see. I think it just caught him off guard there as this is in there at the letters.
Edwin Encarnacion now. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike one. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Gardner ranging back. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Yankees 1. Didi Gregorius will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Well, his batting average is ugly, and his last 10 games have been ugly. Just 2 hits in his last 10.
And a high strike there, 0-1. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. Donaldson bare hands it. He's out.
Woo, no problem. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't trade places with that guy for anything. I mean, this would sting on a 95-degree afternoon in Arlington. But on a cold night like this, he's going to be feeling that for a couple of hours. That's called a good old-fashioned jam sandwich.
1 out here in the Yankees' 3rd inning, and it's back to the top of the order now for Jacoby Ellsbury. First pitch on its way. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
You can tell here, in his mind, he's thinking quick inning. He's not even trying to set guys up. He's coming right after them.
Third inning here. 3-1 our score. Chopped foul right at home plate.
Well, I think most fans would remember Jacoby Ellsbury's amazing 2011 season. That year he won a Gold Glove, a Silver Slugger, and was runner-up to the AL MVP award just behind Justin Verlander. That was a pretty big year.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Now this ball is popped up behind the plate for Martin. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Here's another example of a guy pitching to contact you. He doesn't need to strike everybody out. Just get him off balance, and this winds up a routine pop-up.
Here's Brett Gardner now. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Up top, it's 2-0.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with two good takes.
Bases are empty here with two men out. Lifted the other way out to left center. Pilar is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Bombers. They still trail it here 3-1. Chris Colabello is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Sabathia gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. That's inside. 2-0.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count, and that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gardner is there. One away. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And both guys showing good but not great fastballs. 92 for one, 91 for the other. Russell Martin in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
And he was absolutely frozen with a good fastball. So let's see if he's a little more aggressive on that pitch this time.
And a fastball's in there for strike one. Hit to first. Backhanded. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are two away now.
Now batting, second baseman, Devin Travis.
Into the box now, Devin Travis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
In there, strike one. Takes a pitch high and away for ball one. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Alex Rodriguez, the third baseman, is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses inside 1-0.
That trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside, though.
And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. And he falls behind 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
Yeah, 2 straight fastballs in on the hands. They haven't produced a strikeout. So now 2-2, you've got a few options here.
Chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
This is nothing more than a great pitch here on 2-2. Just a changeup that totally bottoms out right there. Very tough to do anything with that.
Here's the first baseman, Mark Teixeira, now. Right side and right into the shift. Throw on to first, and they're able to get Teixeira 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Carlos Beltran.
Carlos Beltran stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Lifted the other way to left center. Brown is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1, 2, 3. Score holds. It's 3-1. Dominic Brown heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Left fielder, Dominic Brown.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Hit hard towards center, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
The
So with the leadoff man aboard to begin the inning, let's call on our daily feature, This Date in Baseball History. Back to the top of the order now, and danger now is standing in as the fine shortstop Troy Tulowitzki. Sabathia pauses. Here's the first pitch. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Ellsbury going back to the track, to the wall. Gone! A 2-run home run for Troy Tulowitzki. 7 home runs for him on the year now as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Boy, I want you to check out the location of where this pitch is in the strike zone. It's up and it's right down the middle. I mean, maybe you get away with that to a 220 hitting backup catcher, but not to a guy like this.
Center fielder,
in now, Kevin Pillar.
Kevin Pillar.
As he'll line this one foul to the right side out of play. It's strike one. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now a ball lined to the left side.
Nope, that's foul.
But foul. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Too high. 1-2.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Hard liner to center field. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
And you know, as a hitter, you're seeing the ball so well when you can take a pitch like that and square it up and just hammer it right back up the middle.
Here comes Yankee manager Joe Girardi on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move. That'll be all tonight for CC Sabathia. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Ivan Nova is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here.
Nova.
Josh Donaldson will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back. Fastball in there for a called strike.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, If he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Nobody out, runner on first. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back. One and one, here it is. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Boy, that's a good take there. I don't think I could have laid off that one.
Set to deal on 2-2. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Well, when you have a guy 2-2, you can throw something out of the zone, try and get him to chase, but when it's that far below the strike zone, it becomes a lot easier to lay off.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
You can't fault the pitch selection or the location there. It's well placed, maybe just a hair off the outside corner. But 3-2, that's where you want to be.
Here comes the right fielder, Jose Bautista. Into the seats, 0-1.
You know, when I see Jose Bautista at the plate with that high leg kick and plate coverage, I kind of feel sorry for the pitcher. I mean, this guy's the man up there.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Yeah, not only does Bautista hit for power, he's very disciplined up there at the plate. He's really a tough out.
He's not going to go out of his zone very often. In 2015, he walked more than he struck out, and that's something that you just don't often see from a big home run guy.
5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
And a double play ball here for A-Rod. Here's Castro for one. Back to first, and they'll take care of Bautista as well. It's a double play.
The batter, number 10. Designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
Edwin Encarnacion steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there, and it's 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Good curveball that time in the low 80s. 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. You think there was any intent there?
I don't think so. I mean, he's just trying to bury that two-seamer in on the hands. Got away from him just a little bit.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Brian McCann will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the fifth. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2. And he lays off it to even the count. 2-2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Ground ball right into the shift. There is Travis. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head.
Boy, when you're starving for offense, this is a huge break. They get the leadoff man on here to start the inning. And maybe getting this pitcher into his stretch might just jumpstart that offense.
Standing in now, Greg Bird, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike one.
Well, he gets ahead of another hitter there, and I'm told he's thrown a first pitch strike to around 90% of the batters he's faced so far, and that's pretty amazing.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. There's Starlin Castro. He'll follow next. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there. Base hit. Now the throw comes quickly into the third baseman, so they're at the corners now to begin the inning.
Yeah, nobody out in this situation, so no reason to try to push the envelope too far. So they're going to put the stop sign up there at third base. But this is a dream start to this inning now with runners on the corners and nobody out.
Starlin Castro will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Now a changeup to start him out, but that's looked at down and in for ball 1.
And this is a big spot right here. You've got to get something out of this, even if it's just a run or two.
And he misses low with it, 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here with 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Three and 0 now.
Well, you know, even 4-run leads have a tendency to disappear when you can't find the strike zone. He's got to figure it out here quick before things get away from him.
Ready with the 3-0 pitch. And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but it's still a long road back from here.
It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. Grounded to third. This could be 2. Right to Donaldson. The second for 1. On to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come into score from third.
Well, you know, it looked like they might have had a big inning brewing here with first and third to start things out. They do get a run home here, but I'm pretty sure that's not exactly what they had in mind.
Here's Didi Gregorius, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2.
Oh, nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Yeah. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high. 3-2.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
2 out, nobody on. Bounce towards the second baseman. Travis has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, and no one left on base. 5 innings complete. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Yankees 2. Chris Colabello makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
First baseman, Chris Colabello.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Line drive to center field. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
The catcher, number 55, Russell Martin.
Russell Martin will dig in for the third time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. First delivery to him on the way. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
This is just an excellent pitch right here. Location, and you'll get ground ball outs, but they'll take that strikeout for out number 1.
Into the box now, Devin Travis. And he is frozen on a good curveball that started at his hip at strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
The 0-1. And McCann can't get a glove on that one. It's by him to the backstop. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, that's the obvious danger of trying to get a guy to fish at a curveball in the dirt. You'll see this one skip away, and now that'll take the double play situation right off the board. Could be a costly mistake.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
And in this spot, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. And this is a guy that's gone down twice so far, so you do have that in your favor.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Seared down the first baseline. Oh, a dive by Tex. It's in time.
Picked him up. Nice play. And that's a great play down at first just to make sure that he gets an out right here. The runner will move up a base, but that's a small price to pay for getting that out at first. Well done.
Here's the left-handed hitting Dominic Brown. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
And with 2 outs, you want to make sure those guys earn that run. Don't let them score on a wild pitch.
A ball and no strikes. Here it is. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Boy, what a nice job so far of working himself into a hitter's count. Now he can go to work on maybe picking up that 2-out RBI out of the 9-hole.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
Here's the 3-0 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Well, you know he wanted that pitch out there on the mound. I think it was probably a strike, but it doesn't really matter now. You have to let that pitch go, just forget about it, and concentrate on the next one.
Troy Tulowitzki will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Here comes the first pitch. Lays off 1-0. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Look into McCann, the 1-1. In the air to straightaway right. On the move is Beltran. And that retires the side. Blue Jays leave a pair. They're still out in front, 5-2. Jacoby Ellsbury will come in now to begin their half of the 6th, and it's been a struggle for them so far. Just 3 hits through the first 5 innings.
And that's certainly not going to be enough to get the job done. And as the scoreboard bears out, if they want to get back in this game, I think this is the inning that it needs to start happening.
Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
But there to take it in is Tulowitzki, and that's the first down of the inning.
And there you get a look at his pitches by inning. You can see the count. He's at 83 for the ball game. Not a huge concern just yet, but he's starting to get up there.
Brett Gardner will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. And he lays off there, 1-0. Two runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Ooh, he saws him off with that one.
That ball was so deep in his kitchen, that was the only thing he could do was foul it off, break his bat, and hope to get a better pitch on the next one.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
And, you know, he really doesn't have to throw that changeup all that much for it to be an effective pitch. You can see what his breakdown is so far.
Alex Rodriguez will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. in tight here with the first pitch fastball. It's 1-0.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. Well, it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
Here it comes, 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So a ringing single here to center field makes it 2 hits for him on the night. And as you check out the Yankees leaders, you can see he's currently in 4th place in that department.
Well, he hasn't exactly been tearing the league apart, but he's making enough noise with the bat to be respected. Clearly, he's a large piece of this offense.
Mark Teixeira will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Now you got to regroup after the 2-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet, not by a long shot.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
Yep, same pitch. Right back to the inside part of the plate, and he gets caught looking at it again.
Ready with the 0-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Lays off, 2-2 now. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Belted high and deep into right center. Ranging back is Pilar at the track. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. It's a 2-run home run for Mark Teixeira. 8th home run on the season for him. As they pull within 1 here, it's now a 5-4 game.
Boy, this would have been one heck of a play out there in center field. You can see him tracking this ball. He's got it in his sights all the way. And he's not going to miss this by much. He nearly brought it back into the yard.
Here's Carlos Beltran.
Right fielder, Carlos Beltran.
As he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now. Here's a high pop-up. Colabello is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. The 2-3-4 hitters now to start the 7th. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Yankees 4. Back here in the Bronx, 7th inning coming up with the Jays out in front as we give you a look at our game summary to this point. Dylan Betances is on the pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7. Kevin Pillar digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat.
Center fielder number 11, Kevin Pillar.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Betances is ready. 1-0 on its way. And not the greatest approach there as he offers it a pitch in the dirt, and it's even at 1-1.
And that is not good.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And that's taken for a called strike 2.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
One and two. Here it comes. Grounded up the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Hot shot to third. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Batter number 20, third baseman Josh Donaldson.
Josh Donaldson stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
And if he can come in here and start putting that pitch in that location, ain't nobody going to touch him.
Bases are empty. One man out. Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2. A pause and the 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. Well, that was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. One out, nobody on. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
He knows the drill out there. You've got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
And after that pitch was called a ball on the pitch before, I think this actually qualifies as strike 4. On the mound, he's probably thinking, hey, can I apply the credit to the next guy?
Here comes the right fielder, Jose Bautista. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tap foul at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Still 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. And another foul ball. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Blue Jays go down in order. They lead it 5-4. Randy Choate will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Randy Choate.
Brian McCann will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far.
Brian McCann.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. And the pitch on 2-1. And that misses, so they fall behind McCann here 3-1.
Well, you got the matchup you wanted, but that's not going to amount to much if he can't throw strikes.
Here's the 3-1. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball.
This is turning into a great battle at the plate.
And that is swung on and missed as McCann is retired for the first out.
We showed you his numbers a minute ago. It's still early in the season to be worrying too much, but he's definitely off to a slow start. So he's going to need to string together a few good outings to lower that ERA a little bit.
Greg Bird will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. And again, he's got himself a base hit. Make it 3 for 3.
Boy, they have not been able to keep him off base. He's got 3 of their 6 hits so far, and he's single-handedly keeping them in the ballgame.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Starlin Castro. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Ball 1.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. That one's a called strike. Back even at 1.
Much better sinker there. I think that's the one he wanted to throw to start the at-bat.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Ready with the 1-2. A little low. It's 2-2.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone. All that can do is tie you up.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Yeah, they went to the slider there on 3-2, and that's a pitch where you're really hoping the hitter will see fastball and swing through it. But it didn't work out that time, and he winds up losing him.
So striding in, Didi Gregorius, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he'll lay off a first pitch sinker, missing down and in for a ball. 1-0.
That's a pitch you really have to learn to take against a guy like this. But even if you make contact, you're just going to get something in on the label. So that's a great take.
Trying to hold the lead. Skied into straightaway right. Bautista has a play. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Had thoughts about tagging up here, but there's that old baseball adage, don't make the last out of the inning at third base. So staying at second, probably the right call.
Jacoby Ellsbury will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
He's set. Here it comes. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
0-1 pitch on its way. Into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. But not in time, and just like that, this ball game is tied.
Took him a while to pick up that first hit of the ball game, but he made it count as he was able to drive in the run on the RBI single.
Roberto Osuna will get the ball, looking to get the final out now here in this 7th inning.
Roberto Osuna.
Brett Gardner gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7. And now the Blue Jays get a left-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. To first, scooped up. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is over. But the tying run has come across here as we're set up for an exciting finish. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, and we are all tied 5-5. Anthony Swarzak will be summoned from the bullpen now, as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Anthony Swarzak.
Edwin Encarnacion will stand in here, hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning, as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1.
That's his strength. He wants to try and come in and jam you, so you've got to be ready to try and turn on something.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting.
Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the 2 starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. Chris Colabello gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Pitch on the way. In there for strike 1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Just overmatched him there.
And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Throw on to Teixeira, 2 down.
The catcher, number 55.
A look at our line score here in the 8th inning at Yankee Stadium. All tied, as this one promises to go right down to the wire. Russell Martin stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And if there's one guy on this roster that wants the ball in a moment like this, this is the guy.
And he lays off the pitch up and in, ball 2.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Ground ball left side. Played on the backhand. Throw on to Teixeira to take care of him, and that ends the inning. A-Rod will lead it off when we get back. And we are all tied 5-5. And there indeed is Alex Rodriguez now. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Alex Rodriguez.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's the pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Yeah, that's a different pitch here, but also on the outside corner. Also taken for a strike. So he's got him in a quick 0-2 hole now.
Got him swinging in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. A-Rod is retired, and there's one away.
The first baseman, number 25, Mark Teixeira.
Ready to take his hacks again, Mark Teixeira, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Well, the last time that was a fastball, and it didn't really look like he got all of it, but the velocity of the pitch probably helped it a little bit, and he just snuck it out of here.
And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball one.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Two and 0 count, and the pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Bases are empty, one man out. Well hit, but right into the teeth of the shift. Throw on to first, and they're able to get Teixeira. 2 away.
And you know, normally when you see a play like this, you figure if this guy's all the way out into the outfield like he is right there, you figure he's already in the shift. But actually, this is all range right there. He's way out on the outfield grass, and he's able to gather this thing up and make the play from a tough angle, too.
Here's Carlos Beltran, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
And it's quickly 0-2. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Brown on the move. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And your go-ahead run is in there at second base as he's got himself a 2-out double. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
You kind of wonder why guys would pitch to him in this situation. You know someone wants to end this streak, but he just finds a way to get another hit.
And time will be called here, as with the important go-ahead run at second base, they'll opt to go and get a little more speed out there. Brian McCann will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on second, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A 2-run home run for Brian McCann. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and they take a 7-5 lead.
Sooner or later, somebody was going to get him. That's just the first home run he's allowed out of the bullpen all season long. He's been lights out all year, but he got beat there.
Your attention, please. Now
so with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Greg
Stepping
Bird.
in now, Greg Bird. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Well, the Yankees, with their 3 home runs now, still have a ways to go to match their record for a single game. Twice in their history, they've hit 8 of them, most recently in 2007. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. That evens it up 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Starlin Castro stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Right there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
The 0-1 delivery. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Both teams have 9. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. One last shot for the Jays coming up. It's now 7-5. Aaron Hicks will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 31.
Aroldis Chapman is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 54, Aroldis Chapman.
Leading off the inning, Devin Travis, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, and he'll take this to the bag himself. 1 gone here in the ninth.
And up by 2 here in the ninth, he needed to make sure he could keep that leadoff man off base so they don't get the tying run to the plate. That's a huge first out.
Dominic Brown will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Again, he sends it out of play. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
And it's worth pointing out that they're burning through that bullpen here in game 1 of this series. That could have an effect on the rest of this week.
1 out, nobody on. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Chapman has the target, the 2-2 pitch. Looks at a fastball low here, and it's full 3-2.
Now, 3-2 with a 2-run lead. This has to be in the strike zone. You can't work the corner here. This has to be right at him.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Well, as a closer, you don't want to walk anybody, but obviously that's not always going to be the case. So with 1 away, that gives these guys renewed hope.
Troy Tulowitzki is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there has got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
Just missing here, 2-0.
Now on 2-0, we got a fastball count, and we got a good fastball hitter. That might spell some trouble if he indeed gets one out over the plate.
Here it comes, 2-0. And that one's wide of the mark, ball 3. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? Here's Castro for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Wow, what a really great win for these guys. Coming back from a 4-run deficit at one point, they showed a lot of fight out there to bounce back in this one.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And the Yankees were given a big boost tonight by the performance of this man, Mark Teixeira. What a performance he turned in. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he only had 1 hit, but he definitely made it count. A big home run that turned out to be the decisive blow in the ballgame.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Yankees come out on top, 7-5. Good night from the Bronx.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Yankees. 7 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Blue Jays, 5 runs on 9 hits. 1 error. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 34 minutes. Thanks for joining us this evening. And please drive home safely.